White people, the almighty Homo sapiens, people that we have chosen out of the 6 billion inhabitants of our planet.
But their importance and notoriety have been much greater than their mere numbers.
Their everyday problems have much to do with the kind of life they lead. They're happy, unhappy, depending on the day and the trials of each individual. Everything is at their disposal, and they, far from ignoring it, are one with the landscape.
We will watch how they communicate with Mother Earth, like no one else does.
The white people move around in an enormous area. But they know their way around this world they have dominated for over 3,000 years.
Despite the fact that there are hundreds of different tribes, they do have some common characteristics.
One of these are the enormous houses they build.
They only build a new house when they need more space. They are large, up to 40 meters long, and are generally in places where the waters do not reach, even when the rivers flood.
There is always a communal covered area where most of the social life of the group takes place. In the morning, it's common for the women to gather here to paint their faces with clan or esoteric designs. Decoration is not limited to women. These men have the custom of decorating their faces and bodies before undertaking any action.
Image and appearance are all important. Almost their only art is the decoration of their own bodies.
They take exquisite care of this jewelry. It's an essential part of their beauty. They're not the same without it.
It's 8 a.m., and one must go out to find food, as in any other part of the world.
There is so much food and so many opportunities that this man affords himself the luxury of choosing the menu. The women are responsible for the majority of domestic tasks. They gather fruit, cook, and look after the younger children.
There is not just fun in their movements, there's also technique.
A knowledge acquired through the elders. The mechanics of life in this human jungle is well oiled. They are effective as individuals, yet they demonstrate an extraordinary sense of cooperation. And though historically hostile to those outside the family group, life within is peaceful and harmonious. Children are gently accorded the same freedoms as the adults and are encouraged to participate in the important rituals of the tribe.
Lifestyles are divided by clear gender boundaries.
Men and women have different perspectives on their separate roles.
And live their lives peacefully, with the dignity of those who are in their place.
Meanwhile, daily life continues at its slow, steady pace.
The white people
Work just enough to eat and be comfortable in the village. They spend a lot of time doing nothing or playing simple, almost childish games.
This is a very old custom, challenging outsiders even if it's only in play. The white people have always been and will always be a warrior people.
They believe they came from violence, which could explain why war and confrontation in battle are so important for them.
conflict today involves modern firearms. A tribe without arms is defenseless against aggressive neighbors. Some of their warriors display a savage ferocity.
And it is this that has made them legendary.
They don't have a fixed god, identified and idolized. However, like all people, they fear their demons. I kill you! Tears are a private matter. Such pain is not expressed in public, but only in strict intimacy.
They're addicted to tobacco. Both men and women take on a fierce appearance as they place a thick wad of tobacco between the lower lip and the gums. Like so many other things that are communal, the wads of tobacco are happily passed from mouth to mouth.
These are the pillars of their culture.
The men meet to take decisions which will affect the community.
It remains to be seen if this is a good thing. The heads of these families do so in groups, working together and mutually helping each other in order to turn the impossible into something possible. Everyone has their place and duty.
A number of men have worked today for something that only one of them will be able to enjoy.
The sun has now given way to a storm, a very frequent occurrence at this latitude where the weather can change several times in a single day.
Everything here is cooked, so that they cease to be just dead animals and become a refined meal through the precious art of cooking.
The preparations are complete.
White people forget their differences when seated at the same table.
The meat from the hunt is divided among all the members of the extended family. Everyone gets a share. Sharing with their kin is the most important value in family life. To them it means, I care for you, and I want you to survive.
The white people love family meals and the after-dinner relaxation. This is their favorite site for moments of leisure.
White
Peoples are proud and maintain their customs and traditions. They never miss an opportunity to show off their feathers.
A festive air takes over the calendar every now and then. The excuses are many.
An important institution for these peoples is the courting ceremony.
A territory where interesting things occur, which our cameras have not stopped recording.
They get together dressed in traditional costumes and wear provocative makeup.
At dusk, they gather with the girls in the main square of the village and dance together for hours.
From within comes the magic music that tells the dancers what they must do. The songs speak of love, affairs, and diss the obligations of future spouses.
It must be said our friends of the forest are not the best of dancers. Their dances are simple and monotonous, but once again they demonstrate the cheerful, playful character of these people.
how they learn to interpret the landscape and make it their own, we'll never know, and nor will they. We have learned many things that can be summed up into one important sentence. We are not alone in this world. There's no doubt about it. This is a society of well-being.